Hi guys, it's a bit overcast today, so the image is looking a little dark. The white balance isn't perfect, and I've got a cough, so I'll be coughing out, cutting out the coughs, so you'll see a lot of cuts in this. It's generally when I go but anyway, it's nice to be back on another doggy walk. New place. I'm already wrecked, and we've walked about and a couple of miles so far to get here. And will you stop eating mice? Come on. She's in season as well, so I have to watch for other dogs wanting to shag, and she's really not having any of it. I think she's a lesbian, so she's like, she'll go for them, like, unless I can stop it. But I try to avoid if I can. Will you hurry up? What are you doing? You're knackered already. My goodness. Call yourself a dog. I'm 6,000 years old and I'm still going. Right, first problem is a crossroads here. And I can't see. And I've got to go through a hedge. I can't see what's at the other side of the hedge. So I'm going to talk games in a second, but I need to negotiate this. I can't see. Can you not see anyone? Heel. Good. Now, I think it'd be wise if you were to stay here. Sit. Stay. I'll go through first. See what the crack is. Ah, good. Okay. Good girl. Would you like a Scooby snack for that? Want a Scooby snack? There. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't it? This is where I come to wind down, you know, from all the abuse I get for giving an opinion on a game. That's hilarious. You know, it's hilarious. It always makes us laugh. If Matrix was here, he'd laugh too. It's just hilarious, isn't it? That you... Do you know what I read the other day on a comment? I think it was on the Borderlands 4 review. There was a comment. It says, Mac only thumbs up a game if he receives a bribe. These people, the state, and he believed it, you know. He was arguing that point, arguing it on a basis of having no evidence whatsoever. Go on. It's hilarious. And then on the Silent Hill one, oh, he thumbs down everything. Where's the rabbits? Yeah, go on, find them. Just doing 180s just to check that everything. Oh, he's sown something in here, look. There's a new crop coming up. Sorry, I got distracted. But can you see over there, look? That's Durham Cathedral. I don't know if you can see that. Right in the centre of your screen there. And Durham Castle just to the right of it. Imagine, you know, thousands of years ago, all this would have been like forests and fields. Like, it's still forests, yeah, but it would have been more forests and more fields, and it's a good strategic hill to be on. I'd build my fort here, I would. I mean, I have a playlist attached to Worth a Buy, and one of the I have multiple playlists, is what I meant to say. One of them is thumbed up games, and the other one is thumbed down games, and the figures are hilarious. I think it's 652 thumbed up, and I think it's 300 and, I don't know, 20 or 30 or something like that. Anyway, there's way more, hundreds more thumbed up than there is thumbed down, which proves completely that the vast majority of games that I review get thumbed up. So much for being a hater. And then they say I hate all third-person games. Well, Space Marine 2 was Game of the Year last year. It's a third-person game. Control was runner-up in 2019, Game of the Year. Third-person game. So yeah, I mean, third-person games have thumbed up tons of them. It has. I've got no prejudice. I mean, I prefer first-person over third, of course. But you know, just because a game's third-person, I have to go right, thumbed it down. These people are idiots. You know, Silent Hill. If it was called Big Bertha's Hill, it would have been wrecked because of the awful combat, the awful loot system. You know, in Amnesia, when you're looting and you're walking around and you'll see a room, you'll go in, leave that, come, and you'll see a set of drawers. You don't know if there's anything in them drawers till you open them. You have to walk up, grab the drawer and pull it and open it, have a look in. In Silent Hill, you just literally do a quick lap of the room, and if a white dot doesn't appear, you know the room's clear. You don't even have to loot. It's bullshit. It's literal bullshit. I swear, you walk into the room, walk around it, if there's no dots appear, you don't have to try anything. Just straight out. Dumbed down shit. That's all it is. It's dumbed down shite. That's the loot system. And I got wrecked for calling that out. Even IGN said the combat's bad. I got wrecked for calling that out. I mean, the state of gamers now, the absolute state of them, they can't cope at all with their favourite franchise turfing out a shite game. They just can't deal with it. They can't. It's, do you know, I've never took a bribe in my life, ever. I've been offered. No, I've been offered. I've been offered about, I get offered about, without lying, 2 a week. About 2 a week. So think about that. Every week, I'll get 2 emails-ish, sometimes more, from a company saying, we'll give you X. It's usually $1,000. That's where they start. Come on, out of there. Usually starting to hit $1,000. And if you'll do a video on this game and say that it's good. Because what happens is, I've done 5 sponsored videos in my life. 2 by Paradox, 1 by Logitech. I can't remember the others. I mean, that's in 14, 15 years, I've done like 5. And I always say that it's a sponsored video. That's my opening line. And I only do them if they meet one single criteria, well, 2. The first one is, it's not a review, so I'll never score it. And the second one is, if I see something in the game I don't like, I can mention it. 99% of companies, as soon as I say that, say, nah. No, here's your script, you've got to say this. And I say, well, you can go and do one. Now, Paradox, I did City Skylines 2, and I said what I didn't like about it, but it wasn't a review. And I said to them, I said, yeah, I'll do it, but if I see anything I don't like, I can say, they say, yeah, say what you want. All we want you to do is to showcase the actual game on your channel. It's not a review, it's just a kind of, a bit like a pointer sale, you know. Come. Good girl. Right, heel. Because there's another junction and I can't see. So, you know, all my, all 5 of my sponsored vids have been literally, hey, this is a product, look, that's it. Not, here's a product, this is what I think of it. And, you know, I don't see anything wrong with that at all. Yeah, I mean, Borderlands 4, people didn't like that I thumbed that up because it doesn't run the way they want it to run on their system. Well, it ran on mine. Another one, yeah, that's another one says he thumbed it up because it ran on his system in 1080p. I mean, the crybabies. Look at the Battlefield 6 ones. My goodness, hell on. In that video, you know, that video, 10 more games to come this year. Another great view. It's all hills and fields. It's all beautiful. So yeah, Battlefield 6. People saying that Battlefield 6 is nothing like Call of Duty. These are the people who've never played Battlefield. Battlefield's 23-year-old, you know. And if you went back and played what Battlefield used to be, what it was created to be, it was the polar opposite of Call of Duty. Call of Duty's always been small maps, pew-pew. Always. Since its very first incarnation, Call of Duty multiplayer has been small maps, pew-pew. Battlefield's been huge maps, vehicles, with a bit of pew-pew. Now, it's small maps, pew-pew, with some vehicles. And that's a fact. That's not like a lie. It's a fact. But these people won't accept that because, do you know, let's just get a bit personal here. Do you know the trouble with a lot, not all, a lot of young gamers today? They think that they kind of invented gaming. They think that it's only in their lifetime that games have existed. They have zero interest to do any research and look at what Battlefield is. They've probably only played the last 3 Battlefields or something, and so that's what they base everything on. When you look at 42, Road to Rome, Vietnam, Battlefield 2, they're nothing like Battlefield 6, and anyone who's played them will back that up because they're just nothing like it. They are huge wars where, you know, you spawned after a timer and you would be looking for a lift to one of the contested points. So you'd dive on a tank, jump in a jeep, get in a helicopter, or in Vietnam you'd get in a boat as well, and you'd fly forward to a point where the fights is taking place. You don't just spawn on the enemy's face like you do in Battlefield 6 and then run around like a prick going pew 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 pew, I'm dead. Respawn, run, pew 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 pew, I'm dead. Oh, here comes the jet, I'm dead. Spawn, woo, get the jeep, wee. No, that's bullshit. That's Call of Duty. That's Call of Duty. It's not Battlefield. So, yeah. All right, Mike, just calm down. You come on this walk to get peace and tranquility, not to rant. Yeah, but these people are uneducated, and in a lot of cases, just liars. And yeah. But anyway, let's talk about better things than that. Let's talk about. Let's just keep slagging them off.